Okay.
You know, like Christmas in July type thing.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
With what?
Sounds like an old video game in the background.
Yeah, sorry, that was me.
Oh,
Sorry.
what kind of producer did you hire?
Producer. Wait a minute. Steve.
She's been quiet all pre-show. Didn't even hardly know she was there. And I keep hearing this sound.
And she's got a fucking
It's her.
Super Mario Brothers fucking like text sound.
Yes, I do. Sorry. It is off now.
You're fired. You're fired.
Yeah. See, I didn't give her the dress down talk about that, Steve.
I know. I got it.
No, I thought I had it
times.
turned off, but I was wrong.
I like it, by the way.
Thank you.
And she can't come on air without.
Yes.
So are we ready to start this thing, people?
Yeah.
If everybody could mute.
Steve Alcorn's a fine investigator.
Oh, fuck off.
This is the Fortean Slip with your host, Chris York.
I don't need porn, Chris. I have a good woman.
Listen, I have a good woman. I still watch porn.
Co-host, Steve Alcorn.
You are the top shit in Bigfootery if you get the invitation.
Oh, are
I've
you?
gotten the invitation 2 years in a row now, Chris.
Wow, not me.
And sometimes special guest, Matt Knapp.
It's part of growing older, you know? Maturing. Makes me more dignified and stuff. Okay, George Washington. I opted for the...
Isn't that what meth addicts say? That make me more dignified.
Taking on all things strange since 2013.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what the hell.
Are you saying that he's pregnant?
Possibly.
Was he implanted by one of these teenage aliens?
Didn't it happen to Arnold?
This device, which comes as part of Nintendo's Quality of Life initiative, is
He's gonna have kids running around banging their heads off bricks.
Yeah.
You're about to witness the strength of creep knowledge.
Good evening, and welcome to the Fortean Slip. This is episode 90. Can somebody hit the min lights?
The hell's a midnight light?
It's that light, Steve. It's that light.
Okay.
You know, the one?
No, I don't know the one.
Why don't you?
I just don't.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm just enjoying the music tonight,
You
Steve.
know, I do have to say, you've gotten that straightened out pretty good now.
You like that, Steve?
The levels are really nice.
Yeah, no, I it took me a little while, but you know, things take time, Steve.
Was it the producer that helped you out?
Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been. She might have straightened this whole show right out, Steve.
Well, it has to add a touch of class of some sort. Because there isn't any.
That's fucking possible. I will say this. I do get my
Jollies?
Steve.
I don't know. I don't know where you were going. I just thought I'd help you out.
I do get my breakdowns of the weekly topics in a much better form now. Before, not to dig on our former producer who is actually here.
No, he's not.
Yes, the Matt Impressionist. I get these nice detailed reports. Today I get it in a Microsoft Word.
Holy hell. It's like professional and shit.
Yes. Yeah, so we might be going to the next level here, Steve. We might be. Just saying.
I thought we were already there.
We could be.
I thought we were at the top.
No.
No, not even close.
We're still on that downward to zero curve. Oh God,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
I you know, and I want to still tote that whole riding this fucking thing right to the bitter end, that
Yeah.
zero count. But Steve, I've been looking at our trending downloads on Anchor.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like we're going to zero. Now on YouTube, it's sort of a reverse graph currently.
Yeah, that's all right.
Which is where we broadcast. If I could fucking talk tonight, where we broadcast live. So
Anchor for the win.
Anchor for the win. But we're a dying show.
Yes.
We're a
I've been
dying
told.
show with an upward trend. That I don't get. But,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do, Steve? What do you do when you're the Sweetwater legend?
That's right. Sweet water. Oh, I don't even know where that's at. There is a place in Texas, I think.
Now, Steve, being that you're the Sweetwater legend, so tell me all about your trip
Which one?
to Vegas.
I got on an airplane. That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was
It
good.
was really cool.
First
Got to see
time
the-
ever, right?
First time ever. Mhm.
So you were nervous.
Actually,
Had
no.
a little
Once
bit of shakes.
No. I didn't even
I
have
told
to
you
take.
to have a drink.
I
but
didn't.
I know.
Did not.
We talked
I-
about that when I was there.
I did not even take my medication.
Ooh.
You know, my crazy shit medication.
Yeah.
I didn't take that.
Yeah.
All I had to do was chew some nicotine gum because it's 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, it was a peaceful flight. I got to
4
see.
hours. 4 hours is a piece of cake.
Oh yeah, it wasn't too bad. Although there was a big girl in the seat next to me, so it was a little tight. But
Yeah.
she's a nice girl. She was a little,
So filling in for Matt tonight, former producer Richard Allen.
Hello.
Richard, how are you, buddy?
You were
Yeah,
supposed to
not
do a Matt impersonation.
I was going to, but Chris ruined it by saying it was me.
Well,
I want to hear it anyway.
Oh, all right then. Well, I'm fixing to tell you that I'm here.
Damn, that's spot on.
It's
Oh,
uncanny,
God.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
with that. You'd
Just
have had no
like him.
idea.
Oh my God, I'm so in.
I'm so glad that you actually went through with it.
I'm gonna send this show to Matt, with a timestamp.
Can you do the whole show that way?
I don't think so. Chris doesn't like it when I do stupid voices.
I don't care. I do.
Shit. So, yeah. Steve, you missed it last week,
Yeah, that's good.
so I'll bring
I
you
mean,
up. I'll bring you up to speed.
Yeah.
There is a certain somebody
Yeah.
that I will not mention on the show anymore.
Dean Cooper.
Steve,
Did I guess it?
Dean Cooper is back under the label of "fuck Dean Cooper."
Okay.
So "fuck Dean Cooper" is the only way you're allowed to refer to him.
Okay.
It's got a hashtag and everything.
Yeah, hashtag "fuck Dean Cooper."
Okay.
So, and this other person, I just
Ryan Redding.
no, that's a completely different kind of dickhead.
Okay.
And Steve, please, no names, Steve.
Okay.
I know you're like, just
Well, I missed it, so
you're
I
on the spectrum a little bit, Steve, and I know you can't help yourself, but please hold back if you can. Okay. He has the initials
Okay.
of AH.
AH. Oh, AH. Ah.
I was hoping you'd go Adolf Hitler.
Close. Okay, so AH
Yes,
shall not be named
that's
further
right.
on the show.
And I had said, hey, dude, I gave you some fucking leeway. Stop messaging me. I fucking had enough. Yada yada yada. And lo and behold, he messages me again. And tags me in some fucking posts. So I just unfriended him.
You unfriended.
And I don't unfriend people like willy-nilly. I don't unfriend a lot of people at all. I don't block a lot of people. It's a very short list.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more personal people than it is anyone like that I don't know. But yeah, I'm like a stone's throw away from blocking the guy at this point. Because it's just like he just doesn't know when to quit. He doesn't know when to fucking stop.
You better watch your step there, AH, or you're gonna get blocked, buddy.
No, it's just I try to be like cordial and like talk to people if they want to talk to me.
I just ignore him.
And I gave the guy some leeway. So I don't know.
No more leeway.
No,
That was your first mistake right there.
giving him leeway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Steve, what are you trying to say, buddy?
But you fucked up.
How?
I don't know.
By giving him leeway?
Yes.
So I should just say fuck everybody?
Yes.
We'd have no Richard Allen.
Well, so?
You're okay with that?
No, I'm not okay with that.
I think that's what you're saying, Richard. I think he's saying that he's okay without you.
Wow. I
In
mean,
his life. Completely.
The show has carried on without him.
Has it? Has it, Steve?
Well, a little.
Yeah. No, it's doing a lot better without me, let's be fair.
Tons better.
Yeah, don't fucking rush to disagree or anything.
Hey, listen, motherfucker. You and I have had these conversations off air. I'm not going to sit here and bash you.
No.
But let's face facts. Matt and Steve and I have a certain chemistry.
That's true.
And it just, when he came back, it fell into place again.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. It's been great sitting and listening to the show again, like a regular fan.
Yeah. It's been great having him back.
You are our only one, so.
Yeah, and you were the only one I fucking allowed to be on the show to replace him.
What a mistake that was. That was almost as bad as the AH ordeal. Debacle of 2019.
No.
Just
fuck it with your send in a video. He didn't even send in a video.
Yeah, I mean, if he just sent the video, maybe he would have got a little bit more leeway.
And listen, I had Richard on tonight because he can make it on time to a show.
Yes.
So that's very important in my world.
That is important. I make it on time most of the time, except when
Do you, Steve?
I was here for 15 minutes before you let me in the fucking room.
I mean, no, seriously, like on a regular basis. Let's face facts here. Let's
here
talk,
when
let's
you
talk
send me the
brass
link.
tacks, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here every
Here
time.
right now, yeah.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, every time.
Just
Every
about. Almost.
Every time, Steve.
Almost. Do we? Yeah, almost. Except
Sure.
when I'm not.
Except when you're not.
Yeah. Like last week, I wasn't here at all.
Yeah.
It's a collapse.
A what? I'm going to say it's a collapse, Steve.
Damn collapse.
Okay, so this is probably, I'm going to say this is Lance Windsor. And I'm going to assume.
Okay.
And I guess something's going on with the dam over there. So,
Over where?
somewhere. I don't know where he is.
Maybe he ought to let us know.
I don't fucking know.
We're clueless.
Somewhere.
I flew over the Hoover Dam. That was pretty fucking cool.
You flew over the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, and I could see
In the
it.
plane?
Yeah. Well, no. With my arms.
I didn't know if you took a helicopter, Steve.
No.
I didn't know what kind of. He is in there.
Derbyshire.
There you go. See?
Derbyshire.
We have
Okay.
an actual Englishman on the show who can tell us how to pronounce it, Steve, and you just spat in his face.
It was kind of on purpose.
What was that again, Richard?
Derbyshire.
That's not how you say that.
See? Now
It's
go back.
Derbyshire.
Now, Richard, go back to your hobbit hole. Have an ale.
And some fish and chips. You racist cunt.
So what kind of dam collapsed over there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
listen to the
He's
news.
in the bad area, I guess. I don't know. So we wish him well.
Badlands of the UK.
I'm not a big fan of his YouTube handle. Be
And there's
completely honest with
69
him,
in it.
He is
Don't be
correct, Chris.
don't be a child.
Don't
Yes.
be a child. Wow.
You can't
Shots
help it.
fired, Steve. Are you gonna respond to that? Or are you just gonna
No, because he's right.
Oh, okay.
My wife
All right.
told me several times today that I was a child.
Oh yeah, no, he is completely.
Sweet. Cool. Derbyshire's a really nice place, though. It's really
it?
scenic.
Not anymore. The fucking dam broke.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up right now.
Well, yeah.
Come on,
By the way, we wish you well.
don't be
I
a
hope you don't-
Derbyshire or however you pronounce it apologist.
We hope you don't drown. They're bad gaming 69.
We don't know what's going on over there. Hey, Richard, it could be fake news.
Could be.
That's true. It could be.
I'm going to look it up
fake
right now. Oh, wait.
news.
I'm not the producer. I'm not allowed to look things up.
Which, of course, segues us nicely
By the way,
into the topic for tonight.
wait, you know,
No, it's not a topic.
you're not the producer anymore, Richard. You're not
No, I
supposed to segue anything.
I'm not segueing. Chris segued. I was
Oh.
just agreeing
Yeah.
with him. We're doing a bit. I
Oh.
did not miss this, by the way. I did not miss this at all.
By the way, and I promised this person I'd mention them on air in a very kind and generous way. I met up with one of your favorite people in Vegas, Chris.
Yeah?
Richter Riolo.
Cunt?
We had a very nice time.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we ate lunch. I think the place is called the Island or something like that, or ate
Yeah.
supper. And then he proceeded to show me, every Bigfooter's dick pic that he had
Yeah.
in his phone.
Great.
And then, we called it a night and I went home.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
how I
And
like
And he wanted you to say
evenings
something
as well.
nice on air about him?
I just did.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried to show me dick pics and
Why did he want you to say something nice on air about him?
he didn't want me to. I said I would.
Oh, he didn't want you to say anything nice?
No, he didn't ask me to
He
say
would?
anything. I just said, I'm going to tell you that I had a nice time, even though I didn't look at the dick pics, but I was
Sure.
offered. I'm just letting you know.
Sure you didn't.
Surely for
How were they,
curiosity,
Steve? Come on, tell us.
Hmm?
Come on, how were they?
who has the biggest schlong in Bigfooting?
That's right.
Well, that would
We
be me,
wanna know.
but
Who
I
had the
didn't show
Steve,
him my
Steve,
dick
Steve.
pic.
Steve, who had the best presentation?
Yeah. Who made an effort?
I can tell you some
Who
people who
fluffed up
didn't.
just right?
Who went to see a stylist?
I can tell you why from what I understand, because I only caught a glimpse of one of them that shall not be named. And I wasn't trying to. It just happened
Mhm.
because I don't look
Yeah.
at men's penises.
Yeah.
However, I understand.
I always
now.
avoid them when I'm watching porn, 'cause
Yeah,
I avert my eyes from the TV.
I
Oh, God.
Oh no, not the dick. Oh no. Am
I
getting
understand
now?
now why Bigfooters are the way they are. That's what I'm going to say.
Nah. Hashtag Steve just burned someone.
Who did I burn?
I don't know. You won't tell us.
No, that would be private information. No, I actually had a pleasant time.
Who's got a tiny one, Steve?
Did he apologize for chucking you into the bus that time?
Who's got a cigarette?
We had a good conversation about being bus checked, and I think we resolved that situation a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe not. I don't know.
yeah.
But chucked under the bus. That's how I felt, and I let him know, and that was that. So we did talk.
All in all, you had a good time.
I had a good time the whole time I was in Vegas. That was just part of it. But, you know,
Okay.
Whatever's.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
I thought I'd mention it because people in the chat know that I was there and would probably try to. I can tell you who to go to.
Yeah.
People in the
But you
chat.
won't.
We made a little video for Ryan Redding while we were there.
Oh, did you?
Richter and I, yeah, privately. You know, we didn't want to. I didn't, you know, because I knew that you'd use
Why
these.
wouldn't you want to share that with the show?
Because I know you used things against me somehow, even though it was totally, completely innocent. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But anyway, topic, please.
We're not into the topic yet, Steve. We were fucking trying to get somewhere else, and you derailed us again.
Well,
Yeah,
I just
but
thought
don't
everybody
take
would like to know. People are going to bring it up.
Bring up what?
Fucking Ryan Redding's going to bring that I was with Richter and I betrayed the show or some shit.
How did
So,
you betray the show hanging out with Richter?
I don't know. I'm just saying what
I
Ryan
knew
might say.
you were going to see Richter.
Yeah, I know. He will do the show, by the way.
He will?
Sure. Just got to ask him.
Do you want him to do the show?
No, it's not my show.
No, do you want him to do the show?
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, let him do the show. We just won't be on.
I mean, I don't.
Like you said, he wouldn't have much to add to the topics. So, and we talked about that a little bit.
We would have to do it as a show where we interview him. But what are we interviewing about? Oh,
Be more of a gossip show.
no.
Yeah, we don't do gossip.
Yeah.
But it was a good time.
I
Had a good
don't.
time. Really, honestly.
If he can come up with a good reason to be on, I mean,
Well, Ryan had kind of relayed.
if he
the
wants to
message
tell me
around
why he's a fucking liar, then allegedly, maybe.
Allegedly, Ryan had
I'll put
relayed the
right after
message,
that.
not exactly the way
then-
we. Remember when we were messing around and we said we want these people on the show, and Ryan relayed the message incorrectly, and so I had to set the record straight. That's all.
Yeah.
Because Ryan's a dick. I'm just gonna say it now. Crazy
Seconded.
dick.
Yeah. I think we established that a few weeks ago. You know.
Did
But
speaking
anyway.
of Ryan and Dix, did Richter have that one?
I would never tell you if he did.
Ooh.
I mean, maybe off air.
Ooh. You see, there's the problem. Your biggest problem right there, Steve, is that you would tell Richard. I'm gonna tell you right now.
If there were one, I sure wasn't going to look at it. Let's just put it
So,
that way.
and you know what he said, Richard? He said he didn't look at him.
He did say that.
So I'm thinking right there. That's if I'm doing a logic puzzle.
If Richter's got a collection, I might throw my own hat into the ring there.
Yeah.
Go ahead. He'll appreciate it. He enjoys
will
that
he?
sort of thing.
Yeah. Does he?
It gives him something to hold against people if they have a tiny one or something. It's good stuff for him, not for me. I don't want any. Don't send me your dick pics. I don't want to see them.
He's saying don't, but I'm hearing
Yeah.
do.
But Richard just said, you know, he'd be willing. So
He's gonna throw his hat in the ring.
Yeah, throw my hat. to him.
that's Bigfoot with Keith and Colin on Facebook.
Shout out to Chubbs.
Chubbs, my man, get in touch with me on Facebook. We'll talk
There
about
was
it on
no-
the Squatchable.
Speaking of Chubbs, I didn't see any Chubbses. You know, Chubbs didn't send anything.
Chubbs did too send something.
Not to Richter.
Oh no, I meant to the show. He sent his video in.
So I will say that.
That's
Chubbs
why I say shout out to
did not do
Chubbs.
Yeah.
So
Loyal fan is Chubbs.
fucking right he is.
Viva Las Vegas. Let's go. Let's move on.
Viva Las Vegas, Steve.
You're sitting in the airport. You're sitting in the
Viva
airport to
Las
leave, and they're playing songs like that. But the one that, as I was getting on the plane, it was leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. But true. I saw the Grand Canyon on the way home too. And Yellowstone.
I saw the Grand Canyon below my feet.
Yeah, they were below mine too. It was just a
Yeah.
lot farther.
I was standing on it, Steve.
Yeah, well, someday. I didn't know it was there. Just happened to be looking out the window.
Yeah, it's like not very far from Las Vegas.
Mm-mm.
I know I drove from there to Las Vegas. It's pretty awesome, Steve.
Yeah, it was a long.
A
Desert
long
drive,
time
though.
ago, Steve. In another lifetime.
Seems like it would be a long, boring
One of
fucking
toil and
drive.
blood.
All right. Now, Steve, can we get back to what Richard and I were talking about?
I don't even know what you were talking about. I just thought I'd throw that.
Steve,
Yeah.
you're still high off Las Vegas.
You can't walk down the street without getting high there.
I think you should have just fucking partaken. I think you should have
No,
just gotten down
I
and
don't
smoked a big
partake.
blunt.
I don't partake in marijuana. I don't partake
Marijuana. Brilliant.
in liquor. And I don't take part in dick pics. So there.
You know what? I'm starting to think that this whole dick pics thing is a ruse, and that it's, and Richter doesn't actually have any dick pics, and it's just fake news, Chris.
You'll never know.
Well, I mean, like I said,
Fake
I'm willing
news.
to have him on. I want a damn good reason. I mean, if he wants to talk about like what I said, he spreads bullshit, and he doesn't do it very well. So, if he wants to talk to me about that, I'm more than willing. Or if he wants to give me a better reason, because Bigfoot Bounty was a go nowhere show. And
Wasn't it fun?
no, not
That
really.
was fun.
It was not.
It was
But-
fun watching Merchant get eliminated.
No, it was kind of fun. At the time, it was really fun.
And that's the other thing. I haven't heard back from old Ryan Redding about that.
I'm going to have to go up to Maine now.
Why are you
Just
going to me?
sit down with Michael Merchant.
Hash it all
I'm just
out.
making peace everywhere.
Hashtag. Why would you? So let me get this straight.
What?
You would come to Maine to hash it out with Michael Merchant,
Yes.
but not to stop by and see me.
I didn't say I wouldn't stop by and see you.
No. I mean, like, that's the thing that would get you to go to Maine.
No, that's
You
not the thing.
piece of shit.
Are you going to AH me?
Yeah. You're banned, Steve.
You should have a long time ago.
Yeah, no shit. But yes, a man from our past, Steve, popped up in my news feed today.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Michael Merchant?
No.
Our past.
Yes. A one Dax Rushlow.
Dax Rushlow. I thought he was dead or something. I haven't heard from him in years.
Oh, yes.
Steve hasn't heard from you automatically. You're dead. That's how that works.
Yeah, so I came across this post today, and I want to pop it up. I'm not going to pop it up on screen, but I am going to.
I hope you
record-
don't pop it up on screen. I don't said no dick pics.
Dude, there's no dick pic.
All right.
Richard also found this post. So after the Texas shooting, Dax posts the Texas shooting. That's his text. And then under it, it's a screenshot which says, "Be the first to like this," with a thumbs up. And then it has the little bubble that says, "Dax Rushlow, fake deep state bullshit. See what your Democratic Party is willing to do to get votes. Kill
No.
innocent people."
I'm pretty sure that's not what they do.
So he's just promoting all this fucking hate.
Conspiracy shit.
Yeah, conspiracy back and forth. And I write, wow, just fucking wow, Dax. What the fuck is wrong with you? And he says, "I'm just saying it was a controlled shooting." issue to change people's minds. The evil is here, and it is the deep state government. Man.
Dax has gone off the deep end.
And I'm just like, no, Dax, you're politicizing a tragic event. Period. He says, Christopher York, that's what they want you to think.
He really said that?
Yes. Yes.
It's like the typical line.
And I said, Jesus Christ, man, I'm out.
And did he let you out, or did he have to comment again?
No, he didn't comment again, but
Right.
somebody else did. Some other asshole had to say, Christopher York, remember when 58,000 soldiers died in Vietnam in the service of a lie? What's a couple dozen?
Well, first of all, those 58,000 who died were, well, they were drafted.
And
You're right.
the other thing, dude, that gets me fucking riled up is all day today they've been posting these pictures of all of the shooters from that fucking, what was it, that garlic festival out in California or whatever,
I
some
don't know.
fucking thing, then the Texas shooting, and now the Dayton shooting, which, by the way, Steve,
Because of
remember
Dayton
when
shooting?
yeah, in Dayton, Ohio.
I did not
Steve, you
know.
live in Ohio.
Well, that doesn't mean I know everything that goes on in Ohio.
Remember when I told you I had sushi in Dayton, Steve?
Yes.
I was like 15 minutes from where the shooting happened.
Should have been 15 minutes closer. I'm just kidding.
No, I agree. Put an end to this shit for me.
So there was a shooting in Dayton. I didn't hear about it. Seriously.
Yeah. So anyway, people have been posting all the pictures of the three guys. They look kind of similar, I guess. Like they all have glasses. And it's just this whole like conspiracy theories back and forth, and it's on both sides. It's not just Republicans. It's not just Democrats. It's both of them. It's the Democrats. Oh, it's fucking Trump. You know, it's all it's Trump supporters, and they're just doing his bidding. And it's like, no, these are fucking crazy people. You know, and then on the other side, it's the Trump supporters saying, oh, it's Democrats, fucking, it's the Antifa, and which Antifa is a fucked up situation, by the way, I will say. There's some shit going on there that people are not addressing. But it has gotten to a point now where it's like, come the fuck on. And Richard, you got into it with him too.
I did.
With Mr. Rushlow?
Yeah, I love Jax. I've never had a bad word to say, but this is what happened with Randy as well. You know, these people that go off the deep end and they start posting shit that's just insane, and you have to say something. There's no evidence that this shooting was politically motivated whatsoever. We should be thinking about, the people that got shot. Our thoughts and prayers should be with the families and friends of those affected. And instead we're arguing on Facebook about, if the right or left is responsible, when neither side is responsible. We're not doing anything about the real problem, which is, these sad-act loser cunt bags keep getting their hands on guns and shooting people for attention. It's pathetic.
Yep.
I can't disagree with you, Richard.
Wow, that's a
know,
banner moment.
Yeah,
Take a moment in the chat room to
but you're right.
To glorify Richard.
No, to glorify the fact that Steve doesn't disagree with me.
Well, you're right. I mean, both you and Chris are right about this. I mean, why would I disagree?
It just pisses me off.
It's
We're
just
not
a sickening situation.
a real problem in
Now,
society.
The state and thing. Since I haven't heard anything, can you bring me up to speed a little bit? Like how many shooters? Was it just one? Was it 10?
Well, it depends on who you ask, Steve.
Where was it? In Dayton?
That's the other problem that I've seen all day. It was 4 shooters, man. They were all dressed in black. This is a deep state thing, man.
If they dress in black, they must be members of the deep state.
But it was just single guys, single shooters, white guys.
It's usually a white guy.
Yeah.
Almost always. These kind of shootings are almost always a white guy.
And it's getting bad. I saw a map of the U.S. and it had dots for all of the mass shootings since Sandy Hook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know what? Every single one of those has been politicized.
Oh, yeah.
By either side.
Yeah.
And it's always the same stupid argument. And it's always that the Sandy Hook people were also in this other place and this other place. And these people just never age.
Tell you how angry I was about the Sandy Hook thing. Like, that was a school shooting. I mean, it's bad enough when it's a mass shooting of innocent people, but when it's in a school and they're still talking that crap, I just want to reach through the computer and throttle these dumbasses. It's just.
I have to look this up because
it's pretty sickening, is what it is.
And it's not addressing the actual problems in society. You know, these kids are going out and they're murdering people, and they're doing it 9 times out of 10 for the attention. And it's kind of sad. I mean, what happened to the kid that just eats bugs in school for attention?
Yeah, I don't know. It's gotten to a really, I think at this point I think it's a critical mass sort of thing. Something needs to be done.
According to the news, there was only one shooter.
Yep.
Wait, I know the news is controlled by the government, whatever, but
That's deep state.
9 people were
Sorry,
killed.
I'm eating my crisps. I'm
not the government.
I'm talking in English.
The news isn't controlled by the government. The news is controlled by the EU.
Whatever. 9 people were killed, 27 injured. Wow, that's quite a bit. The gunman was also killed. Good. He should have been.
Dude,
he killed his own sister.
This is just a problem at this point. And then there's these people posting pictures. This was the guy that they photographed coming into the Walmart. There's no stop sign on the ground on that Walmart anywhere in Texas. It's Jesus fucking Christ, people. And then they show another photo of him in cuffs, and they're like, "Look at the difference." Please.
It must have had something to do with this. Is clearly he was angry at his sister for some reason because he shot her. And then he shot a bunch of other people at the same time. Yeah. It's clearly the whole motivation behind it was something his sister did to him or he perceived. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But something needs to be done. I don't know what it is. I am an advocate for gun rights.
Yeah, no one's saying take away the guns.
Yeah, I believe in Americans owning guns. But a lot of these arguments that people in the NRA and these far right wing people say that they can't allow these checks at fucking like gun shows and shit is just ridiculous to me.
By the way, not to bring up Richter again, but he told me that in Vegas, everybody owns a gun, just about. I mean, in that area of the country. And he said, people get shot, but it's usually the criminals who are getting shot by homeowners and shit like that. So it's just, so gun ownership isn't a bad thing, obviously. It's just when you let crazy people get guns. So there's got to be some sort of way to stop that.
It's a different problem.
Yeah.
It's a different type of problem, and I don't know the right way to go about to combat it, but the way that these people are going after things and blaming, just one whole side of America.
There shouldn't be any blame game. We should be working together to figure out this fucked up situation.
Exactly. When 9/11 happened, your entire country came together and stood proud.
Yeah, for a few days.
Well, they still did it.
Yeah.
I mean, but nowadays you have a mass shooting and immediately everyone's like, "Oh, well, it's the Republicans' fault. Oh, well, it's the Democrats' fault." I mean, none of these things are politically motivated. Where's the logic? Why do we need to do this? No one's
it's
saying.
It's not a group that's doing this. It's just people.
So from what I'm
people.
From what I'm reading, it would have been really hard to stop this guy because he didn't have a police record or anything. There was, how do you not allow somebody to have something that everybody else is allowed to have when there's no record or anything like that?
You're gonna have your one-offs, but something needs to be done.
So it's a shitty situation, and especially in this country, because it happens here, I think, more than anywhere else. But I don't know how we solve the issue. It certainly ain't with more legislation that controls gun rights, that kind of thing. Because and I'm going to say the conservative line, if you take the guns away from people or make it a crime, then only the criminals will have it, which is true. So.
Criminals and Gaz the lad.
Yeah, I agree.
But whether I'm a conservative, Democrat, doesn't matter. We got to fix this.
A person with a criminal record can't get a gun now.
Right.
So they have to come by their guns illegally.
Right.
So by making legal, people do things a legal way, the people that really want to get guns, they're still going to get guns.
It doesn't matter how much legislation you put in; it means nothing.
Right. But the fact of the matter is that these things should be in place.
Driving drunk is illegal. How many people die in drunk driving accidents every day?
It just cracks the whole thing. It cracks me up the stupidity of it. Like it's not the mass shootings by any fucking stretch of the imagination, but it's the stupidity of the shit that goes on. Like, when did this become about me versus you? I don't understand that.
God, they got to mention AR-15 in every fucking article. And it wasn't even an AR-15. It was AR-15. Like, it was,
dude, it's
they want this separation. They want us to fight.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. Dude, it's just not. It's not good. And the number of them that are happening nowadays, it's staggering to me. And not to mention what happens in fucking Chicago. I mean, forget about this shit. Let's let go of all this shit for a minute. Chicago. Look up fucking stats in Chicago for who's getting shot over the weekend. We have a fucking problem. Fix it. But we don't want to. We don't want to. We want to go somewhere else, to another country, and fix shit. That's what we do. God forbid we do anything here. I'm baffled at this point. And my head's about fucking popped off my shoulders I don't know how many times today. At the ignorance of fucking people. The downright ignorance.
It's just the fact that, they just can't seem to find any common ground. I mean, it wouldn't kill a Democrat to be like, oh, I'm not a fan of President Trump, but he's not the worst president in history. And it wouldn't kill a Republican to say, well, I love Donald Trump, but he's not the best president in U.S. history, and just meet in the middle somewhere. It's just the refusal to try and find any common ground or work towards cooperation at all that irritates.
Listen,
me.
I can say I'm not a fan of the man. He has done some things that I have applauded. Some of the crime reform stuff he's passed, I've applauded. Hell, it looks like he might fucking push him to legalize weed. I applaud that. The problem that I have with him is his tone and the way that he talks. And I have a problem with it. I just don't see it as, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's changing what it is to be presidential. I don't know. I could be totally fucking wrong. But I don't think so. I think the fact that we elected him shows how crazy everything is.
It's no crazier than electing Reagan in.
That's a fan of
You
Reagan.
might not be far off there. I'll give you that.
It was. I
Give you
mean,
that.
Reagan. Yeah, he was the governor of California, but what was he before that? He was an actor.
Yeah. At least he was governor of California before, but hell, fucking Arnold did that.
But I think the people of this country wanted a reset, a political reset, and what?
Yeah, no, I listen, when the whole thing was happening, I had friends who were like, "Why? How can these people support him?" And I'm like, "Listen, I get it. He's different, and
He's like the anti-politician.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
that's why he got elected.
He resonates with them. Why?
Because the politicians of this country, and I'm sure most every other country, have fucked the citizens over for so fucking long.
Yeah.
That the people of this country decided, okay, we'll show them. We'll put this crazy fucker in.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I mean, I don't think there's any secret.
And at this point, I mean, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I think I wish he'd fucking hold his fucking tongue on some shit.
Sure.
But, you know, what do I care at this point?
Well, you had two people in that election. You had Hillary, who's basically a career politician.
Yep.
And you had Trump, who had never been involved in politics before.
Yeah.
I mean,
and listen, I'm not a fan of Obama.
Oh, neither
you know, I did not think Obama
No.
was a great president, and I take shit for that. You know, be willing to fucking call out people for their bullshit, even if you are affiliated with that party. And that's the problem that I'm having with all of this. It's this fucking straight down the line. You fucking tote that party fucking line. And, you know, you're immediately calling your friend a piece of shit. Like, if that was the case, like, seriously, if that was the case, Matt and I fucking have to hate each other. We follow, like, two different ideologies, but we're friends. Because we don't fucking follow that bullshit.
Right, because you're both willing to admit the other could be right and that you're wrong, and that's the common ground I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You're able to, like, meet in the middle.
And it just sickens me, all of these people, that they're so, it takes it so far in one direction. You are now my enemy. What?
No, so it's such ludicrous. Objectively, James Madison will always be the worst president in US history, and Trump has not done anywhere near as badly as he did. You know, so whether you love him or hate him, you can always say, well, he's not as bad as that other guy.
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't matter. Trump has his strengths and he has his weaknesses, just like every other fucking president that's ever been in there.
Yep.
He's exaggerated, you know, especially in the media and in.
I'll tell you what, he has changed what it can be to be president.
Sure.
And
Who
I
decided-
think in and of that, that's a good thing.
Who decided that it was a good idea to have lawyers as president anyway? Because the
Who
last few
decided it
have
was a
been.
good idea to fucking have fucking people who have been in politics.
Right. It was never meant to be that way in the beginning.
And all these career politicians in the fucking House and the Senate, that's what needs to change.
Fuck them all. Get them out. On both sides.
You want a government of the people, for the people, by the fucking people?
Hire
Change
the
that
fucking
shit
people.
out.
Yeah.
Get rid of the two-party system.
I used to be I disagree with that, Richard, but now I have to agree. It's because if you only have two parties, I mean, and face facts, we only have two real parties.
No,
It's
there
the
shouldn't
same
be any
over here
party.
as well.
There shouldn't be any party, Steve.
No, there shouldn't be any parties.
None.
You're right. But there always will be.
But unfortunately, that's the system that's in place. I hit the fucking mic. And we need to change it. But
And
nobody
maybe that's why people elected this man. You know, because they thought maybe that would be the beginning of something like that. But whether it is or not doesn't matter. It's just people's perception of what would happen if they put some crazy fucker in the office, you know?
Yeah. I don't know anymore. All I know is that the bullshit rhetoric that I was seeing on Facebook today and all over was just making me sick.
Good thing I didn't look at Facebook today.
Ludicrous is what it is.
It was disgusting. So, anyway, the Min Min lights.
The Min
What is a
Min
Min Min?
lights.
What the fuck is a Min Min light? And did Donald Trump have something to do with it?
Min Min lights, Steve.
Yeah, actually, Steve. No, he didn't.
Oh, I beg to differ. It was all his fault.
He's got a switch in the Oval Office, Steve.
Turns on the lights.
Turns on the Min Min lights.
Hits
Alright.
it into the old desk and boom. Australia's lit up.
It's better than what happened. Well, I guess it's not as good as what happened to Bill Clinton under the desk. But whatever.
The reason why it's been there for so long is they installed this under Washington. It was an old telegraph line. Fucking hell.
Min Min.
The Min Min
I
lights.
do like the name. I don't know what they are, but I like the name. It rolls off the tongue. Min Min.
Does it?
It does. It's a good name. Like if we had a cryptid call that, you'd want to believe in it.
Called
Yeah.
the Min Min lights?
Oh,
The no, just called the Min
the
Min.
Min Min. Yeah. We can make that happen.
We can. We have the technology.
We can make him stronger,
Bigger.
faster.
Yes.
Are they
I
going to
wanna
do that
it on
movie?
the feet, though.
We'll have to change the name, though. It can't be Min Min because then everybody would. Well, no, we can make him the creature that came out of the lights. Oh, look
Yes.
where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you going with it?
That we can just create a whole new thing out of nothing, just like everybody else does in this field.
Seinfeld?
Well, yeah, that was a good show, and it was about nothing. Yes,
Supposedly.
show about nothing.
I don't think
Perfect concept.
I technically don't think it was about nothing, but anyway. The Min Min lights.
The Min Min lights.
Supposedly, the Aborigines have been seeing these for a long, long time. Long time. And our new producer, by the way, Richard, far cry better than you. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yep.
Stay
enough.
quiet.
Knows when to come in.
Yes. See?
Ah.
See?
I've
know-
already bowed to his superiority in this matter.
You guys aren't fighting? You should be fighting. She took your job, man.
Yeah.
She took my job. No.
If it wasn't like, totally disgusting of me to say, I'd say you guys should mud wrestle for the position now, but
What is
Oh,
wrong?
I'd pay to see that shit.
It's 2019. What happened in your brain?
I said I would.
You
Richard,
still
I
said
didn't
it
say
out loud.
you know.
It still left your lips.
So?
That's something Phil would say. You're now on the same
No.
level as Phil.
Phil went over the fucking line. I didn't fucking say that. But anyway, be that as it may, Richard. Do you have a fucking dragon to go slay?
No, I don't. You racist cunt.
All right. So anyway,
St. George killed the last one.
so the Min Min lights, they are so named, Steve,
Yes.
for an area in the outback, Steve,
Is it called Min Min?
between the towns of, I hope I'm saying this right, Boolia.
Between min and min.
We put it right here between Min and this other place, Min. And Winton.
So how did wait, you said they were named after these places, but
No, it's in between. It's a place in between. Min Min.
okay. So does
Yeah.
Min Min mean in between?
No, it means you're a fucking asshole.
Well, does it really?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Australian. I
Yes,
can
it's
confirm
Australian.
that.
It's Australian for you're a fucking asshole.
Australians speak English. Min Min does
Well,
not
I
mean
would- I
anything.
wouldn't
in
No,
go
English.
it's the name of the it's the name of the settlement, dickface.
Well, you said it was this name, and neither one of them had men
No,
in
no,
it.
I said it was between the towns of Boulia and Winton.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the name of the town or the area is Min Min. Am I making this? Am I getting it right now?
Ugh. You missed this, huh, Richard?
Go to your happy place, Chris. Go to your
You really missed this, huh?
Yeah, not anymore. No,
You're over it already?
I'm over it already.
The recorded sightings go back to the early 1900s, Steve. But the Aboriginal people, they take it even further back. Further back, Steve.
Okay.
All the way back.
How far is that? Like prehistory?
I don't know.
You know, it's
A long
before
time
history.
ago. Aborigines have been in Australia for years,
Long time.
for a long, long time.
Lonely time?
They introduced the dingoes.
The what?
Yeah, Aborigines brought dogs with them, and dogs became dingoes.
Where did the fucking Aborigines come from?
Other places, I imagine. Africa, same place we all came from.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they came directly from Africa.
I don't think they went directly from Africa. No, they probably
Yeah, a
travelled
couple.
along.
Couple pit stops along the way.
Sure.
But you know, back then
Yeah.
the world was new, and they probably built a boat and said, "Let's head in that direction."
Yeah. And then
Washed up on the shores of an island where everything tries
they
to kill
became
you,
Aborigines.
and thought, "Yes, this is the place."
And they
They
brought
created
their
dingoes.
Yeah, and dingoes wiped out the thylacine on the Australian
Those
mainland.
fucking bastards.
Those
That's how I know that.
motherfuckers. How the fuck? Richard, I'm
I
upset.
figured it out. The Min Min lights are the spirits of all the thylacines that the dingoes killed.
There we go. Right, mystery solved. Okay,
Yeah,
have you got
there
any
you go.
news?
Moving on. Yeah, no. But yeah, so I found this this interesting map of Australia that they had taken from one of the space shuttles. They were doing some like photography of the Earth. They were doing it over time. So not all of this light that you're going to see is what's actually there in the one shot. Like this is over a period of days. But I don't know if you can see that area that's lit up pretty much right in the middle. That's pretty much out in the outback. The majority of civilization in Australia is on the coast. There are no big cities inland. So all that light that you see in that, that big area there in the middle, there's not any big settlements there that would cause that light. Now, some people tried to say it was from the fires. Now, this particular website, they have this, which they show that the wording in the middle there that you can see shows that it says fires, but when you turn it to here, the area up at the top where it says burned area, those are the red marks on that map. And if you bring it back, it doesn't match up. So those lights there's far more than what the fires were. So that doesn't explain it. They've tried to say that it's from bioluminescent birds or animals.
That's a lot of fucking birds.
Yeah. Well, and I think they're more trying to say that based on like individual experiences, the actual sightings, Steve. You know what I mean?
So there is a cryptid, the Min.
Well,
light up bird.
they're like these balls of light.
The Min bird.
And they follow people or they dart away from people. There's this one sighting report I had heard when I was listening through them, where this guy said that the light came at him and went through his car and kept on going. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. People seem to think that they're intelligent, but this is definitely a phenomenon.
Basically, Australian version of Will o' the Wisps.
Yeah, it does kind of remind me of something like that.
Swamp gas.
Swamp gas.
Yeah,
Yep, that's probably what it is.
All right, mystery solved.
Steve
Yowies.
works for the government.
No, seriously, it's probably some sort of natural phenomena like that.
Wait. Didn't what's-his-face, the Chupacabra hunter, tell you that Bigfoot have glowing dicks?
Yeah.
Maybe Yowies have glowing dicks. That's where we're...
That was from a bioluminescent mushroom. Listen, people got some crazy whacked out theories. Now, those are pretty big areas. And for those areas to be seen from space, that amount of light,
It's a bit...
lot. Even over a period of a few days, that's a lot. Out in the middle of nowhere. Now, somebody said it was something like some type of trapped light due to a weather phenomenon.
Could be.
There are people who have tried to say ball lightning. I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting phenomenon. What did you think of the sighting reports? Because you went through a bunch of them, Katie.
Yeah, it was interesting. They're so different. Everybody had such different experiences, and I mean, some explanations seem like they fit one sighting, but then you read another sighting, and it's like, well, that can't be that. So,
yeah, and they varied, like the like how these balls of light would react would change from one story to the next.
yeah, and different colors and shapes and speeds, and
It is a very interesting phenomenon. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know if this is one thing or if it's a bunch of different things. I have no idea. It is something that should be looked into at this point.
Nobody really is, or
There was a scientist that was looking into it. Hold on, I've got it written down here. It is Dr. Carl Kozolnicki.
And he committed suicide by a double tap to the forehead.
okay.
No.
Why would he do
That
that?
was a joke, Steve.
Oh.
Australian neuroscientist, and he claimed he solved the mystery of the famous Min lights.
Oh, what did he say?
Ooh.
He said,
Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, whoa, the Big Bang.
all right, so he reckons that it's trapped cold air reflecting
See, that's what I
headlights
told
and
you.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that cold trapped something phenomenon. But yeah,
I would guess that it's some sort of natural phenomena like that.
Yeah.
And people, when they see these things, may or may not have preconceived ideas of what they're seeing, because obviously in that area of the world, people know about this thing.
Yep.
And so maybe they're putting their own perceptions on what they're actually seeing. But it's probably a very natural phenomenon. But to be able to be seen from space, that's one hell of a fucking thing.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'd love to go just to see one and let it chase me down the road. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know more about it.
they may be perceiving it chasing them, or perceived that it went through their car when it really didn't. It was just a flash of light or something.
I'll tell you, I'd love to go to Australia, but I will probably never go.
You probably end up dead if you do.
Yeah,
Richard
I would
says
not want to
everything-
go.
Everything
I
there
would
wants to
not
kill
go.
you.
Fuck of a plane ride.
A friend of mine's going here, I think in October.
Ugh. I'd love to see
Literally.
it. I'd love to go. But the other problem I have with it, it's the only place on the planet where the fucking spiders are designed to kill you.
And they have didgeridoos, whatever that is.
That's a fucking instrument, Steve.
Yes.
That one spider with the venom designed to target primates. Australia. It's just like, it's an island that God was just all, hey, I don't want people living here. And we settled there anyway. It's a testament to our stubbornness as a species.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'd love to see it. I'm sure it's beautiful. Yeah.
Except for the death and destruction.
I'd like to see it from behind like a view screen of a Perspex bubble that like was completely insect proof. And even then I'd want a flamethrower.
Huh.
I'd go to Tasmania. Tasmania has less dangerous animals.
Well, hey, you know who can set you up with that flamethrower?
Who?
Your buddy, Elon Musk.
How's he going to get me a flamethrower?
He was
Isn't he-
selling them.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Ugh.
I guess he got the one he needed for his Iron Man suit and just wanted to get rid of the spares.
There you go. what happened.
Overabundance of flamethrowers.
No, he was selling them for a while online. Oh, that was interesting. Then he
Self-propelled.
smoked pot with Joe Rogan, and the fucking the fucking bounds of reality slipped off the world.
Oh, when I was in the
Right,
dispensary
everybody
the other
walked
day,
shit over.
when I was in the dispensary the other day, the Mike Tyson brand shit was in there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had an actual brand. You and I talked about Mike Tyson, I think, when you were here. That was there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he has his own brand.
Yep, it was there. I could have bought some.
Yeah, his podcast is like fucking smoking weed with Mike Tyson or something.
You know, that was great, man.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's a shit. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of these fucking Min lights, Steve.
I
don't know if it's ancient aliens or not.
I don't think it's aliens at all. Maybe it's an undiscovered animal or creature that is lit up, but
That glows.
well, I mean,
A glowing, undiscovered creature.
well, yeah, people are terrified of it, so they haven't tried to capture it.
There are people that live there, you know,
Yes,
in the areas the lights are appearing.
yes.
But you still think that a glowing, undiscovered creature is a possibility.
I'm trying to push this new cryptid idea, man.
The Min. It does sound like a Pokemon. So, you know,
Yeah,
you got that going.
maybe that's all it is. It's an escape Pokemon. Or did I say that right? Is it Pokemon? Is it
So
Pokemon?
I'll tell
Is it
Australia how
Pokemon?
how they can get rid of them. Figure out how if people can catch them with their fucking phones,
They are.
and that fucking shit'll get cleaned up quick.
No
And
more
then people
Min.
forget about
Those
it. and
people
then
driving into each other trying to catch their fucking Min lights.
People still doing that Pokemon Go shit?
I don't fucking know.
Probably.
They were for a while.
Yeah,
Yes.
it seemed to be a yes.
People, Katie's
Yeah.
giving us the fucking.
Are you
411.
confessing, Kate?
No,
Katie?
I've never played it, but we had to just reprimand somebody at my work for wandering around the building playing their Pokemon Go. So
What the fuck do you have to? You're an adult. You have a job. You
right?
can think of as playing Pokemon Go.
Wait. What? Coming from you?
Hey, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying. Coming
I
from
have a
you.
job. I create my own work.
Loose job. Let's fucking. You have. I'm I'm not saying you don't work, Steve.
Best job in the world is what
I'm
I've
not
got.
saying you don't work. But job, that's a loose term for you. What you do.
I am fun employed.
You are.
Yes. I am a professional yard sailor.
He's a master of the car boot sale.
I don't even know what that is. We don't have car boot sales here.
You do.
Nobody carries
Think
boots
the
around in their
boot
car.
sales in America.
No, we don't.
You do.
No, we don't.
You just call them flea markets or something.
That's what they are.
Yeah, well, we invented the language, so
And we improved upon it.
that's not even a thing. You did not improve upon it.
We corrected it then.
Corrected it. Destroyed it. Blasphemed it is what you did.
We exalted it and raised it upon high. See what I did? That's some really big words I just said.
You did. You just totally threw that out there.
Gave you the best.
Yep.
Look at you go.
Just got the
bringing it.
skills.
Just bringing it after you come back from Las Vegas,
And they
Steve.
fucking call an elevator a lift. Yes, that's what it does. But elevator.
Oh,
That's what it is, man.
Yeah, that's what it does, so it shouldn't be called that.
But a car boot?
A car
What the
boot
hell?
sale. You know,
What the hell's
you
a
put-
boot?
It's the thing in the back of the car.
That's a trunk.
No, it's a boot.
Okay. If you were to put things in a boot or put things in a trunk, which one would you prefer? A trunk is much bigger. A boot is a little tiny thing that you put on your foot.
Well, I would know what I was talking about, so I would choose to put things in the boot. Elephants have trunks.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So you want to put your stuff in an
Okay,
elephant?
when cars were first invented, you know how the word trunk came up? And we invented cars over here in this country, by the way, just so you know. So we
That's
should
true.
have the correct terminology.
And the Germans elevated it.
But yes, they did. So they did some bad things back in the 30s and 40s, but we fixed it all.
Everyone
back
always
then.
does the 30s and 40s, but forgets about the other bad shit Germany did like 20 years before that.
Oh, that stuff too. But screw that. Then forget about that. They made a Volkswagen, man. Best
They made
car
a
ever made.
Volkswagen. Ergo, they are the best.
But anyway, we made the car. We made the first car. We should have the opportunity and the option to use the terms that we want. We chose trunk, and you know why we chose trunk? Because they actually attached a trunk to the back of a fucking car. And that's where the word came from.
That's cool, but the word boot comes from the old terminology from horse and carriages. And so,
I have a news flash for you, Richard. Nobody, unless you're fucking Amish, nobody uses horses and carriages anymore.
gypsies use them.
Are you a gypsy?
No.
Then you have no right to use that term.
It's a boot. It's always been a boot and will always be a boot.
Now you sound Canadian. A boot what?
And I will go to a car boot sale and buy shit.
You go ahead.
Yeah.
Miss me yet, Richard?
I gotta be honest, this show has like cured me of any desire I had to return. I'm just like, oh god, I miss doing the Fortean Slip, then I do it. Oh.
What the fuck was I thinking?
Ah, shit.
Now you got to go back into recovery for another 6 or 8 months.
Yep. Yep.
And then you'll want to come back and we'll allow it. And then it'll be a bad, horrible cycle.
It's the circle of life, Steve.
Yes. It is.
Indeed.
Steve.
I miss you too, Richard.
Yeah.
I do.
It's been a laugh.
On that note, Steve.
Yes.
Any news, buddy?
Sure.
Yes! You're welcome.
I miss that most of all. Chris does not. From WGME.com. A family believed that, this is about Maine. Their Maine home was haunted, so they called the priest. Of course they did.
Which priest?
I don't know. We're going to find out. Terrence McGillicuddy.
Well, if you got a name like that, you've got to be a priest, really.
No shit. Man, that's the perfect name. After more than 3 decades spent working as an Anglican priest, hospice chaplain, and pastoral counselor, the Reverend Terrence McGillicuddy said recently that he has been called upon to perform countless services to support those in need. When a call came from his hometown about a local family that needed his help to feel more at peace in their residence, he admitted that it was something which he hadn't had much experience with. In all my years in service to others, I had only received a request like this once before. It was from a Holton family, and they wanted help with the same thing. They wanted their house spiritually cleansed because they were troubled or frightened by something that was going on there. Good old Terrence. Mr. McGillicuddy. McGillicuddy, who has a PhD in clinical psychology and a master's degree in divinity and theology, is the founder of, who cares, some sort of
Can you imagine how much more awesome The Exorcist
And another degree in bullshit.
if the priest had been called McGillicuddy.
On June 18th, McGillicuddy returned to Holton to the steps of a home on the corner of Winter and Pleasant Streets that family members suspected was haunted, according to municipal records. See how I just emphasized that word haunted, made it more exciting? No?
Well done, Steve.
Yes, I thought so. According to municipal records, the 12-room multifamily home was built in 1887. Kim McGuire, not as exciting as McGillicuddy, who relocated to Holton from Rhode Island, is currently renovating the rambling structure with her husband while they live in a rental home. We first started noticing things when we started the renovations on the 2nd or 3rd floor, she said. I would go in and hear my name called even though I was alone in the house. I'm going to do it like in that spooky voice now. My husband experienced the same thing, and my daughter heard her name called 3 or 4 times. We found things knocked over, door slammed shut. At one time, I felt like a man was staring at me through the window. Is that exciting? No, okay. No. During the renovations, contractors found a picture of a family in the walls. In the 1800s, families often stuffed old clothing, newspapers, and pictures into walls to act as insulation. Insulation, not installation. Insulation. McGuire is convinced that the spirits of the former residents pictured in the picture have pictured the picture's picture. That's not what it says.
Nice.
Yeah. Have remained in the house. That's what it meant. Anyway, McGillicuddy came, kicked them all out, and now the family lives at peace. This story was getting too long, so I just summed it up.
Succinct.
But that's when McGillicuddy came. He prayed for people and the spiritual well-being of the home as a whole. And, the spirits decided, this McGillicuddy guy, he's pretty cool. We're going to just leave these people alone now.
Okay.
Amen.
Praise Jesus. Hallelujah.
We're gonna save that one for last because I like it the best. Okay. Ooh, we got a Bigfoot museum opening up in Oregon. In Boring, Oregon, of all places.
Boring?
I didn't even know there was a place. Maybe because it's so, bland and unexciting. Yeti, Sasquatch, Bigfoot. I almost went to Oregon. Call it what you want. Not really. But it was I went to California, though. But it's an interesting thing to talk about. It doesn't seem to matter if you're a believer or not. A new museum dedicated to the animal, or lack thereof, opened Friday off Highway 26 in Boring. I guess they needed something to make the town a little more exciting. I don't know. The North American.
I'm so glad that you were able to just click on this news site and view it, Steve.
Why?
No, it just makes me happy. Good for you.
Oh, that government suppression thing going on again?
Yeah.
Maybe Dax Rushlow is right.
Maybe he is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all lies.
first mass shootings orchestrated by the government, and now Richard's not able to click on Bigfoot websites.
And I'm totally bitter about it, in case that's not coming across.
The North American Bigfoot Center, as it is called, opened the doors after months of preparations. Inside, you can learn about the creature some say is rarely seen. Most say it's rarely seen. Well, some say it's often seen. But Cliff Barackman, did I say that right? I don't know. I've never heard that name before. Cliff Barackman, maybe that's better, and his wife are the owners. Oh, Cliff opened a fucking Bigfoot museum? You know what that tells me, right?
He's made it.
No, it tells me he's broke and needs some income. Just say it.
Luther is finding Bigfoot millions, you think?
We have about $20 left. Do you think people come and see this statue of Bigfoot? Cliff, if you're listening, which I know you're not, but if you are, I love you, man. I really do. Inside, you can learn all about, okay, we did that. Anyway, he was part of finding Bigfoot's inside the new museum and gift shop. Oh, there's a gift shop.
Yay!
You could take a look at castings of footprints, learn about native folklore, about animals of this nature, and learn about sightings from all over the country. They even have a life-size replica standing in the corner.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm just reading ahead just in case there's anything interesting in this story.
Just pick and choose, Steve.
Just pick and choose.
That's how Walter Cronkite did it.
Yeah. Cliff, great guy, pretty cool person to talk to. He opens a museum, big fucking deal. Sorry, Cliff. All right, Here's an interesting story. CBS. Oh, this is from Albany, New York. That's not far from here. Well, it is kind of. It's on the other side of New York, I think. Clay. Oh no, it's really from Missouri. Never mind. Clay County, Missouri. But this is Albany in Missouri too. Is there an Albany in Missouri? There must be.
I think we've established where the story's coming from.
But the website's from Albany, but the story's from Clay County, Missouri. That's not enough to blow your mind. Police in Liberty, Missouri were able to sniff out a hiding suspect after authorities say the suspect, he passed gas so loudly it gave away his hiding spot. Yes. We got a fart story.
Going to prison with that story.
How'd they catch you, man? I'd rather not say. I just don't want to talk about it. Come on, man. We all got great stories. I farted too loud. In a Facebook post, Clay County, Missouri authorities say police were looking for a person who had a felony warrant out for their arrests. That's when they say the suspect passed gas, leading police right to the suspected culprit. And my website froze up. So, don't eat burritos. Actually, that's the whole story. There is no more. That's it? That's the whole story? Or was there more? That's the whole story. Yeah. Well, you sent it to me. Stupid website. All right. Anyway, so this guy goes, eats at Taco Deli or some shit. Do they have Taco Delis in Missouri? They must.
Steve, do I look like I'm from Missouri?
I've been to Missouri.
Okay.
I went to school.
Well, then you're the expert on this show about Missouri.
Being that I'm the only one who's ever been there.
I don't know. Katie, have you been to Missouri?
I went through there as a kid.
Oh, she's got the expert status.
She went through as a kid.
Do they have Taco Delis in Missouri?
I cannot recall.
We're going to assume that they have some sort of taco establishment in Missouri. And if you are running from the police in Liberty, Missouri, do not go to one of those establishments.
I'm sure they'd have a Taco Bell.
A Taco Bell?
What the hell's a Taco Bell?
You'll get a Taco Bell.
I love me some Taco Bell. Oh, by the way, that is news.
Ooh.
Oh, Richard, you missed out on another opportunity.
Right. You weren't on your game, Richard.
What the fuck? I said that is the news.
Yeah.
That is your cue.
Yeah, but like, I did it once, and I know Chris doesn't like it, so I thought it'd be nice.
Well, when's the next time you're going to be on the show? Fuck Chris.
I'll write that down, Steve. The next time I do the show, do the news both times. Okay, it's written down. Okay, it's written down.
And some awkward silence.
Yeah.
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 Indeed. So, Min Lights, fake news. What was the other thing we talked about?
Stupid people.
Steve's trip to Vegas.
Oh, no, we really didn't talk much about that.
Yeah, Steve isn't forthcoming with his trip to Vegas.
Listen, I went to Vegas. I had a good time. I flew home.
Historians will only remember that he flew on a plane and may or may not have looked at some dick pics.
There was the airplane I got on. Here's a disheartening thing for somebody who's never flown before. The airplane I got on was a big yellow banana looking thing, and it had the giant words "Spirit" on the side. And I could not help but think to myself that spirit usually means dead person. And I'm getting on this airplane, and I may become one of those. But no, it was a good time.
Good times and dick pics.
Mm-hmm. There may or may not have been those. I did get to go down Fulton Street, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
See,
there's some really interesting people on that street. I'm sure they were all just out there earning a good buck or some shit. But.
Sure.
See, that's what you could have Richter on the show for, Chris, to ask him if Steve looked at the dick pics or not.
Oh, I thought you were going to say for rest area / restroom.
I'm just going to say, if you've ever sent a dick pic,
if you've ever had a wide stance, call Steve.
Richter may or may not have your picture. So, Richard, if you've done that, put it anywhere on the internet at all. It may be in his phone.
Oh, does he have mine?
If you've
He's
done
got
that,
to have yours.
He may.
Mine's been around.
The sheer volume of ones you send, he must have a copy. I've got a copy of yours, and I didn't even look for it. It just showed up on my desktop 1 week.
Was it a shaved or unshaved one?
It was unshaved. Nice.
Okay. Just checking.
Oh no, it's all in good fun. I told Richter I was going to tell everybody that he showed me dick pics. So,
yeah.
Well,
I mean, because if he had mine, I can whittle it down to where it came from.
No, he does not.
Okay. Yeah.
I would tell you if he did, or at least he didn't tell me. And then I would laugh at you.
Oh, would you?
Tiny. Yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay, Steve. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Well,
I only have one to compare.
You keep perpetuating that myth.
This has gone from Steve denying seeing the dick pics to now him being able to name each dick.
yeah, like, oh no, I know whose that is.
I've seen that one before.
And he says it like longingly, like,
This is a public service announcement for people who want to send those sorts of photos across the internet.
Might send those pictures to a gay man in Las Vegas
that has, a certain type of mentality where he may or may not use.
Listen,
things.
if you get a small dick,
don't send that picture. I'm telling you now.
If you've got a small dick, I mean, are you supposed to impress them with how tiny it is? Oh, I've never seen.
You'd be surprised
at
how many people may or may not try. Just say.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm. You brought it back up, Richard. I was done with that topic.
Yeah, we're
It's all Richard's fault.
That's true. I do enjoy a good dig pic. I'm not adverse to the male organ.
You even made the producer
Richard
laugh.
knows a delicious schlong when he sees it there,
I
Steve.
do indeed. I do.
I don't want to see.
I'm
other
something
male-
of a connoisseur, if you must know.
I am not a connoisseur of male genitalia.
Well, I can recommend it. It's a hobby. I've got a whole ranking system.
I am quite fond of the female genitalia, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now that's
saying.
just
I mean,
weird.
why
You
not
just
be
made
honest?
it weird.
I only made it weird for one person in this room. Because, we talk about this shit behind closed doors, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We don't usually bring it up in public, though, because it's wrong.
Right.
Can we end the show so I don't keep...
No, Steve. Tell me
keep
more.
digging. Keep digging.
People are going to think I'm like Phil or some shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that kind of reputation.
AH, if you want to get back in our good graces, start taking them pictures and sending them to Steve.
No, send them to Richter. He'll make sure that everybody would know.
So just send that pic to Richter.
I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
We're calling out to all our fans. Richter needs your help.
He doesn't.
For only 5 cents.
I was thinking that.
You can help a gay man in Las Vegas.
For the price of one dick pic a month. You can ensure a gay man in Las Vegas has a smile on his face.
Or a chuckle in his heart. One or the other, depending on the picture you send. Boy. So the end.
So,
theme
Steve, what you're
music
trying to
here
tell me is what happens in Vegas.
gets immediately reported to my wife.
Stayed in Vegas, Steve?
None of it.
So what happened with you and Richter in a restaurant?
In a what? Restaurant.
Oh. I just want to know all the details, Steve.
Well, he very kindly paid for my meal, and I asked him if we were on a date, and he said, ha 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 ha. And that was that.
Where'd he take you to eat?
The Island, I think it was called.
The
It's
Island?
like a tiki restaurant of some sort. So I asked him what the most American
David
thing
Copperfield had an island.
I no, he didn't take me to that one. I asked him what the most American thing on the menu was, because that's what I wanted to eat.
Because
So
if
they
it was
gave me
like David Copperfield's island, if Katie came and told me that she was going to David Copperfield's island, I'd be like, honey, stay home.
But you tell me to go ahead and go.
With Richter? Yeah, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I want to hear about how you got fucking turned.
I did wear my Fortean Slip shirt just for you, Chris.
Did you? What'd he say?
It took him about 45 minutes to realize what I was wearing. And then his face it was priceless. And I told him it was priceless. I mean, I'm like, dude, you just now realized it, didn't you? And I said, and I did say, and you said we would never last.
Yeah.
I said, well, you guys swear too much.
He was one of those people that said, no, you guys will never make it. You'll never have any type of an audience.
Yes. And we still don't, but.
And we'd like to commend him for his spot on.
Hey, listen, we have some diehard people.
We do.
We have some really diehard people.
We do.
And this show means a lot to them. And listen, I've gotten messages personally from people, from a lot, believe it or not like a lot. I say a lot, not like fucking hundreds or anything. It's, a handful of people that have been that are war veterans, and they're like, it helped me get through shit.
We helped
You know?
somebody who was a war veteran.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty fucking cool.
I got messaged.
I'm not being funny right now.
You know, I got
That's pretty
messaged
fucking
by
cool.
a police officer, and he was like out in fucking the middle of the country somewhere, and he's like, you know, I wish you guys were on a different format because YouTube sucks up all my bandwidth. So, I mean, all my not bandwidth.
Well, just for him,
Data.
we
All
are
my
now
data.
on Stitcher. No, not Stitcher.
No, we're on Spotify,
Yes.
and we are on Apple Podcasts, and you can get to all of those from Anchor. If you go to that link there, you can download the show, listen to it anytime. You can get the shows downloaded automatically. All the services are there. I got to figure out how to get it on Stitcher. That's one I can't understand why it's not on there yet. But yeah, go there. We are actually trending upward. Like our downloads are trending upward, and they're trending better than YouTube right now. So
Upwards
I'd like
good.
to keep that going. But yeah, this has been the Fortean Slip,
Oh, thank
episode
God.
90.
It's over.
I'm letting you off hook, Steve. Can someone hit the min lights? If you like this
Oh,
shit,
I
hit the
like
little
that.
thumbs up button. If you don't, the little thumbs down button. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Check out. Did he get his monetization back, Richard?
He did indeed. He's back.
He's back in full effect. Phil Polling. Para
Until next
breakdown.
week, when they take it
Go
away
there.
again.
Go there. Watch his videos. Katie, I want
Hurry
you
up,
to
because they're going to take the
not
monetization again.
go and watch his videos.
Yes,
Don't give
please
him
don't.
any attention whatsoever. You will just feed into it. Okay? Just trust me.
It's a trap. He's setting a trap.
Yes. He will be it will be bad.
And Katie, that advice is not just for you. That is for
That is for all
anybody
women.
of the
You know, if you
female
want
persuasion.
a man to talk to you about your breasts incessantly,
Go to Phil.
and fawn over you,
Yep.
and
Go to Phil.
jack off to you,
Phil will do that.
then yes, contact Phil Polling of Parabrain.
He would be happy to hear from you.
Yes.
Ecstatic, in fact.
Yes. Yeah. Go check
Hey.
out Phil.
That's awesome,
And-
Will, by the way.
Yes. From Will L. If you guys only knew how much I listened to the past shows, to get me through some tough times.
why
Will,
we
we
do
appreciate you listening. We're glad we could help you.
I appreciate
There's a couple other people that I know of for sure that have messaged me personally. I don't want to out them on the air or anything, but I know that there's a few out there. People have had some trouble after
And
coming
his
back
name
home.
is Richard Allen.
But yeah. Anywho, not with us this week. Matt Knapp. He is on assignment. Well, maybe not. But anyway, it sounds good.
Oh, I forgot to tell you my
Check him
assignment.
out. Hold on. Check him out at youtube.com/bigfootcrossroads and youtube.com/cryptid tales.
He still wants to hear from you if you
Yes,
had a
if you had a paranormal experience or something, get in touch with him. Seen Bigfoot, you can get in touch with him at his Bigfoot Crossroads Gmail account. As always, whoa, I just moved stuff around. As always, love Sweetwater legend Steve Alcorn.
I'm just going to embrace it from here
He's
on
back
out.
from
Fuck it.
Las Vegas. His wide stance got him far with Rick DeRiolo.
I did not.
And maybe we'll have that flamboyantly gay man on the show. Maybe.
Are you saying that No, never mind.
And by that, I mean Steve Alcorn. Oh, whoops. I forgot once. Hold on. I got ahead of myself. Go check out Bigfoot with Keith and Colin on
What the
Facebook.
kind of group is that?
I give you the fucking. I give you a fucking
763675210460192?
actual. I read off something.
What the hell
But,
is that?
There's the link. It's on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, if you're watching, if you're listening to
Yeah,
us
because
on
somebody's going to type that
podcast
shit
form,
in.
yeah. Here, I'll read it out for you. It's www.facebook.com/groups/76367521046019
674-389-7148.
Listen, Steve. It's what the man gave me. What do you want?
You're going to have to fix that.
Yeah.
Keith and Colin will be reminiscing about past comics.
And as always, if you're a fan of the show, check out our good friend, Fred Dunn, Dred Funn, youtube.com/Dred Funn. And
that's the way you do that. Richard. Right there. DredFunn. Simple to the point. Not 763-14897896312.
Yeah.
You remembered it, though. Stuck in your memory.
Yeah.
I'm sure I remembered it exactly the way I saw it.
Oh, God, you guys, sometimes.
Hey, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. By the way, I did save Las Vegas from the cricket invasion.
Oh, wait a minute. Get some love for Katie in the chat room.
Awesome.
I think everybody's liking Katie on the show. Katie, you keep yourself enough aloof. I think it's a good mix.
I like to be a fly on the wall.
You like
giggle in the background.
Yeah, you like hanging out and listening to it this way?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. We are glad to have you.
Thank you.
And while I may not use all the stuff you always send me, I always wind up learning a little something more than what I had already looked into on the stuff so far in the 2 weeks you've been here. So it's
awesome.
It's
I have fun doing it.
Good. Way outdid Richard in the whole. What was he with us? 2 years?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like. It felt like forever.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't have to keep bringing that up. I've already mentioned better than me. You don't have to keep making it.
Listen, Richard. All I gotta tell you is this. Okay, this is what I'm gonna tell you right now. If I put you and I put Katie on a street in New York, and you guys try to hail cabs,
oh yeah,
she's going to get picked up way faster than you.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
If we did it the opposite and put you in
I would get picked up more than you, Richard. You're just not
put you
pleasant.
in San Francisco, now Richard might be the one picked up more.
But if you put me and her on the streets of Carlisle, I would survive for longer.
I don't even know where that's at.
Anyway, thanks everybody for listening tonight, and thanks for all the support on Anchor and downloading the podcast or wherever you're downloading it from, because it's not always from there, but that's where I upload everything to. Next week, yeah.
Oh, we're doing this again?
What?
A show
next week?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The Desert Atlantis. The Atlantis of the Desert. I will get you that information, Katie. I've got to find it myself. I might try to find it right after we get off the air. But yeah, there's a mysterious city that disappeared. They think they may have found it in the desert. But it's like that whole. It's kind of like the Atlantis of the desert, Steve.
That's a good place to disappear. I just drove through some of that.
Yeah, how'd you like that?
It was exciting for the first 100 miles. Awesome, and then the second 100 miles started getting a lot less.
This is what needs to happen. You and I need to go back there, and we need to recreate the opening scene from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and we need to pick up Richard along the way as if he was Tobey Maguire, but he can't get into the States. So I'll make a doll that looks like Richard.
Well, we could substitute him somebody, I'm sure.
A Richard impressionist?
You know who we could use Bitch Lips instead. They kind of look alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Adam Davis, if you want to help us if you want me to put my arm around you, get in real close with a cigarette and a cigarette holder in my mouth. Well, at some point I whisper in your ear, we've Think we can make that happen, Steve?
It's a distinct possibility.
You think so?
No.
No. All right. Anywho, we'll be back later. Later. We'll be back later tonight. Jesus Christ,
You'll be
am I
back
high?
later tonight. I got to go to fucking work
Fuck off.
because I have a real
You
job.
fucking work for this show.
Yeah. Boy, what a hard job that is.
We'll see you next week.